What's up, guys? It's your boy Anri Davids, and in this video I want to meet you someone I'm living with right now for the past 2 months here in Bali.
Yeah, bro.
We've been doing crazy shit together. This guy is a guy I respect a lot with, and in this video we're gonna talk about business, we're gonna talk about girls, we're gonna talk about social circle and all those things, because this guy is a master in some other things. You're gonna freaking understand his mind a little bit more, because I want to share this on my channel with you, like, big time. But first, cue up a intro. Alright guys, and welcome back to my channel, where I help mainly successful men, to understand the evolutionary alpha dynamics, so that they can attract and keep the high quality women, and way more. Thanks for being here on my channel, Gavin.
This is the man, the myth, the legend, all of it.
This is Zeus, by the way.
And brother, man, you've made such an impact in my life in such a short period of time. And you know, I've been studying psychology and NLP and evolution and all this stuff for so long. And then you come around and you break things down when it comes down to male-female dynamics in such a simple way. And then I see you, we're out at restaurants, we're at the beach, we're anywhere, you just sit next to a chick, or you go around, and it's just like, they fall in love. And I'm like, how the hell does he do this?
Mentally fluid.
I'm like, how does he do this? And it's fascinating, because let's say, you know, there's the psychologist who's teaching psychology to all the students, just like the business coach who's teaching everything in business school, but they've never grown a business. Or the psychology student, the teacher who knows everything about psychology, but could never pick up women, you know, because they don't understand the true dynamics, the nuances, the becoming the alpha, the becoming attractive. Like, that attraction isn't a choice that you talk about, right? It's just immediate. Women can't even help but being attracted because you have all the traits, and it's just natural.
Exactly.
So yeah, man, thank you for everything that you've done to help me, and I see what you're doing for other men, and it's fucking amazing.
Thank you, bro. Thanks for this awesome introduction. Couldn't say any better. Anyway, so this world, as we know, like, is filled by beta male soy boys.
I was one.
No, like this.
I used to be one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, since we were born, we were like alphas. It's embedded in our DNA, right? It's embedded in DNA, and like how world society conditions us. The food and everything we do, actually, is trying to unman us, to let us become beta soy boys.
Masculine is under attack right now.
Exactly, like all this feminist thing shit going on. It's crazy what's going on in this world. Yeah, what my world channel is about to get us back into this alpha state of mind, where we just can get everything we want, like real freaking men. Yeah. A little bit about your history, your story. Like, before we knew each other, like, you had some girlfriends, and you always were doing like things.
Man, yeah, like, dude, like, I had like a 5-year relationship, then a 2-year relationship, then a 1.5-year relationship, and I was like such a bitch, you know. And I just look back at like the person I was, the man I was, in business, financially, the way I carried myself through the world, like all of it. I felt so unempowered. I felt so emasculated all the time. And you know, I can't blame it fully on society or education or whatever. It's also about you diving into yourself and saying, I don't fucking care, I'm gonna make this happen.
Exactly.
But I guess wasn't aware of that, you know? So going broke so many times, and just like ask myself, like, why do I keep going through this same thing? Why do I feel so unempowered? Why do I not feel like I can just like walk into a room and just be able to walk up to anyone, walk up to any girl? Why am I scared when I see a hot chick? Why am I scared to approach them? Like, why am I in scarcity in relationships where I have to like hold on because I'm so scared that I'm never gonna be able to get another girl? Like, that's the mindset I went through for like, I guess the majority of my 20s, so I was about 26, 27, right?
Like, or the scarcity mindset.
Scarcity mindset, man. And that's such a not alpha mindset. Anytime you're worried that you're never gonna have enough, alpha's never worried about never having enough.
Only the feeling already with like settling with a girl, because like just settling because like it's good enough. You know, like this feeling, I can handle that shit. You know, like nothing is good enough, right? Like we always.
Man, if human beings, if men were like everything's enough, we would have never built the light bulb. We never would have never created any evolutionary advances ever. We wouldn't have iPhones. We wouldn't have anything. Better medicine, better this, better. None of that would exist if we were just like, everything's fine. We just laid back and let the universe fuck us in the ass, you know? And we're just like, even if you just look at it from those tribal times, 100 to 150 people is what we evolved in for so long. Most of us didn't make it to adulthood, if you really look back at it. But then now we have like all of these safety nets and can build businesses, we can do this, we can do that. We actually have like so much abundance, but people are still in that mindset of scarcity and it's crushing them. So like, let's say they go out at night and there's like 30 girls they can approach and they don't approach any of them because they're still in this scarcity mindset. That's evolutionary, because back in the day of those tribal times, if you approached the wrong girl or you did the wrong thing, maybe you would never have a girl because there's only a small amount of options. Now that mindset is crushing people, and if they can't break through it, they're always going to live in that, even though the whole world around them is abundant. So crazy.
You want to change the outcomes of things in your life, right? Like, the scarcity mindset, you know, like these long relationships, you went broke all the time, now you're a freaking successful business guy. So like, to change the outcome, you have to change yourself, right?
Hell yeah. Number one.
So like, what happened to you? Like, where you were focusing on to change yourself in that moment?
Well, I think first off, man, it's just, number one is getting mentorship and just increasing your knowledge of what the hell's going on. So you knowledge. Knowledge. Yeah, so you stop listening to all the bullshit that society and the education system and governments and what it's throwing at you to keep you docile.
That's the first, light bulb moment.
For sure, to keep you controlled, to keep you like, you know, like a battery in the system, like Morpheus talks about in the Matrix. It's like, if you're unconscious and you're not looking at what's really going on, you will become a battery for the system, and you will just unconsciously do stuff to feed it. Versus, what do I actually want? What do I want to create? Wait, I can fly anywhere in the world. I can create any type of business I want. I can date any type of women I want. I can create the ideal dream that I want in my mind, like that movie of what I want, and then I can start to create it, and I can take out my sword and start battling, you know? I can literally do that as a man.
So you're saying you're start to visualize?
Oh yeah, man, I visualized exactly what I wanted, and I'm like, now how do I freaking get that? And then the biggest thing for me was, okay, Kai Lopez, this, that, all these people are always going to say, find mentors in every area of your life that you want. And as a man, what do we want? We want to be able to create more income and more impact, so we have more power and influence. We want to be able to be attractive to women, so we can have abundance with women, whether that's a man who wants to be with one woman or a man who wants to have multiple women. You just want to have that power, and you don't want to be unempowered and never go at home and freaking masturbate every night to internet porn because you can't have women in your life. That's fucking horrible, right? And then having no control, always feel unempowered, feel emasculated, like you just can't get anything. What a shitty feeling that is. You know, so having that wake-up call of, okay, I can actually visualize anything I want. And I talk about quantum physics and stuff all the time. Your mind can actually visualize an infinite amount of scenarios, and you can create a movie in your mind of what you want your life to look like, and then you can go out and find mentors who have gotten those things in those areas, and then you can just start learning from all these people, and then start taking action on everything you say, which Anri is the man of like masculine action. Because that is a masculine trait. Action is a masculine trait.
Definitely.
It's going and doing the thing no matter what. And especially in this world, like back in the day, you do that, you might go and you might, the other tribe might see you, they're going to kill you. You might eat the wrong food and you're going to be in poison, you don't have medicine. There's so many actions that you could have taken that could kill you. Now, there's safety nets everywhere. And people still aren't doing it, and it's really sad to watch. And they're being they're so docile now. Like, it's much easier to control a society that's scared to take action. So you just get everyone in this like scarcity mindset, and they all like fight each other with this black and white mindset, thinking it's all the government's fault and it's this and that, and they take all the responsibility from themselves and they're victims. It's fucking sad.
So you're talking about this masculinity trait, like taking action and everything. Well, what do you think is like girls are really attracted to men? Like, what do you think is like the main traits, or what do you think, like, this whole attraction thing's work.
Man, I this is what I get from women all the time, and I've learned a lot from you too, of course. But women will say, I like how you just stand for your values.
Yes.
It's
so
like,
you're grounded, you know what you want.
You know what you want.
You go for it.
And you go for it. And it doesn't matter what anyone else says about it.
Yes.
Nobody can knock you off your path. So a woman, what's extremely unattractive to a woman, if you go up to her, and she can easily make you insecure.
Yes.
And she can make you feel like uncomfortable.
She can change your emotion.
She can change your emotion, and then you start saying, yes, ma'am, yes, girl, yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
and she's
yes.
like, this guy, what if we're out at a restaurant or something, and then someone says something to him? Is he just gonna like, oh, or we're trying to get into a club and he can't get us in, he says, oh, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
A real man would be able to like handle all of that and always get what he wants for not only himself, but for his family, for his friends, for his business. And that is the true it's not like if a man has like more money or something, it's not the more money the woman's attracted, it's what it says about the man.
Yes, yes.
You know, when you walk up to her and you can handle the objections and you can just stand there grounded and you like almost are laughing at it, it's what it says about you. That you can now do that in every situation in your life because you know what you want. You're grounded in yourself. You can make fun of yourself. You can make fun of the situation. You can self-amuse, and there's no issue because you know what you want. You're on your path. This is such a minor thing.
There's nothing to change you.
But when someone's like grasping for things because they're in scarcity and everything's random in their life, that's a big moment for them. So now they're like really scared to fuck it up because it's such a big deal. But if you know you can just go and walk up to another girl, another person, what's to be worried about? You're just going to be you. And then anyone who aligns with you, there's going to be a resonance. So this one chick might not like you at all. So what? This chick might like you. And that's why would you want to be around the girl who's annoying anyways?
Exactly.
It just doesn't make sense. But then guys are like, but she's hot. It's like, dude, just because a chick's hot, there's like, you know how common beauty is? Beauty is so common.
Especially here in Bali, yeah,
but
Bali,
but
there
all
are like
over
so
the
many
world,
hot girls.
just like millions and millions of beautiful women around. That is not the prize. That's just one layer. What do you want as a man in a woman?
Exactly.
And when you know that, then you stop caring what everyone thinks about you. You just be yourself, and then you start to attract women naturally.
Yes, you're gonna understand what kind of like your energy. You're gonna understand who you are. You're gonna understand what kind of women fits in your life.
Oh yeah.
And when you know that, like there's no reason to go to spend our energy to dumb bitches how beautiful they are, right? We don't want to like energies are there to make each other and break each other. I'm only spending time with a girl, with a man as well. That's also like the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. It's like damn important who you spend the most time with. And with girls, like why should I spend time with a girl I don't like and doesn't fit in my life? So then we come to the high quality women, and high quality women are women who fit in our lives. We're like nice and awesome.
High quality women are different for everyone.
For everyone, yes.
You know? And that's what I think people are so like lost with. They think, oh, like that perfect supermodel, this, and this, that's like the no. If that's not the perfect woman to you, that's fine.
Yes.
Whatever it is to you, that's who you should be going for.
Exactly. But in the end, like I've been in this man/women meetup, and they were like talking like, what kind of what's the perfect man for you or the perfect woman for you, and they make this whole list, but they themselves are not the person who would attract that person, you know. So in the beginning you first have to change what kind of person your perfect dream woman wants to hang out with, right?
Yeah,
so
dude.
if she's adventurous, she can speaks all those languages and does like the sports and shit, you also have to be adventurous. Like attracts like.
Yes.
You first have to become the man the girl wants to hang out with.
Yeah.
Before you even start with hunting for your dream woman, right? Like I don't freaking understand that. Anyway, so what I appreciate a lot about you is because you do a lot of business, you make a lot of money, but you like have everything so set up in your life that you also appreciate your life. You appreciate the awesome moments, and you have discipline, and you do all those things. So a little bit about business this time. Like you're spending this time, you're creating this whole epic brand with like what comes true down in yourself. But what's the biggest tip or the hardest lesson you've learned while doing this?
It's the same thing you just said. People want to build the business without becoming the person that is able to build the business. So they want all the glory and the achievement and the money without becoming internally the person that can do that.
Yeah.
So that would be the ideal. The same thing with selling. It would be the same idea as with getting your dream girl or whatever. If you're not the type of person who has become more influential and has become the type of person that knows how to sell or knows how to be a marketer, and you haven't gone through all the pain and all the struggle and, you know, learned a lot, made mistakes, all that, then why do you expect that the universe is just going to hand you something? And this is the mindset. This is why so many people fail. They want the magic pill to lose weight.
They all want magic shortcuts.
They all want magic shortcuts. And that's why it's so easy to succeed in this like matrix reality, because almost everyone is too scared to go do the real work.
Yes.
And because they're too scared to do it, they stay where they're at. And not only that, it's not even they stay where they're at, it gets worse. Because when you go home all the time and you don't have that woman to go home to, or you can't bring home women and you can't have that experience, it's horrible. In business, if you just want the freedom and want all that, but you're stuck at a dead-end job trading hours for dollars versus learning how to trade value for dollars, literally just flipping the equation. I'm not going to trade my hours for dollars. That's crazy. Instead, what's valuable to human beings? Oh, what's intrinsically valuable? Oh, they like safety and survival, loving connection, social status, self-actualization. Okay, what products and services can I create or sell that will be those things that will give those people more of that?
Yes.
It's like, holy shit. Okay, again, now you're not thinking about you anymore. You're not in WIFM, what's in it for me? You're now looking through the eyes of other human beings,
yes, asking
yourself, what can I give value to them? Then creating income becomes easy.
Exactly.
And this is so different. This is why what you do, I think, is one of the most, by far, one of the most powerful things for men, because it's not about getting women. People think that this stuff is about getting women. No, it's about becoming an alpha male.
Yes.
And it's about becoming the man who can actually get whatever he wants.
Yes.
And a man who gets what they want isn't somebody who's an asshole who destroys people. A man who gets what they want actually always helps other people. So a lot of the society right now is like, they think that the nice guy is the nice guy. The nice guy is the wrong, is the asshole. Because the nice guy is not giving women what they want, is not able to get anything for himself and his family,
yes,
is not able to help his friends and everyone around because he's always so nice.
Yes.
But and that's actually a bad trait.
Yeah, not only that, like, there are so many soy boy beta guys out there. So like, girls think the real alpha males are the assholes. So like, the people who have like different traits than those soy boy beta males, right? And they go for those assholes. They like treat them bad and all those shit. But you're a nice guy, so no, you're nice guys. Like, not nice guys, but like good people.
Yeah.
And when you understand those traits, when you learn those traits, you can become the alpha without being the asshole faggot.
Yeah.
But actually a good guy who takes care of the women, like does
like
all
the
this shit.
like you show me, like all the pictures of the girlfriends and the girls that you have spent you know, longer than just like a week with or whatever. It doesn't even actually matter. They grow because of the positivity,
so
right?
Yes,
so they actually look better. They're sexier. They're more developed mentally because you teach them things, right?
Yes.
And they learn from you. So you're actually helping all the women you're with. Where if you're a nice guy and you're never taking initiative and like, it's like, oh, what do you want to do for dinner tonight, honey?
Yeah.
And all this, the woman hates that.
That's the biggest frustration of all the women. Like, I have a friend who coaches women, and the biggest frustration women have is that they have to take a decision.
Yes.
They have to take a decision.
That's the last thing the feminine wants.
On a date, like they decide where they eat, they decide what to do. Like, you're the freaking alpha. When you're walking on the street, you decide to go left. If you're walking in the restaurant, you decide where to sit. If you like, you listen to the woman, of course. Like a woman says like, oh, let's go to the zoo. You listen to her, but in the end you make the decision. No, first we're gonna drink a coffee there, and then we go to the zoo. You make the freaking decision. Woman wants to have a mountain she can hold on to, but she can't push. Like, there's nothing she can push.
What a good example, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
I freaking love that.
Hold on to and can't push.
Yes.
So it's like they want to feel safe with you, but they also want to feel they can't knock you off your mission, like in the way of the superior man. You got to be a man on your mission. I always just say to women, I'm like, they're like, oh, what are you looking for? I'm like, I'm married to myself and my mission. Number one. That's number one.
Definitely.
I'll never put the woman on the pedestal more than that. Why? Because if I'm in, let's say, even if I ever got married, let's say it's probably not going to happen, but let's say it did, I'm still going to be number one will be my mission and myself being married to me. Why? Because if I develop myself into the best version I can be and I'm on my mission, that means they get the benefits of all of those things, which means I can take care of everyone around me more. If I start putting them on the pedestal, now we're gonna have no money. Now we're gonna, like, literally not gonna be able to do anything, and they're gonna resent me for it.
In the end, girls will say they want it, but in the
They'll
end,
lie to you.
It's all tests.
It's all tests. Women will always test you with that, pretending like they want to be the number one. As soon as that starts happening, they'll become so unattracted to you.
Walk over you. They're like, and some women stay in a relationship like that, but they're like, they stay in a relationship because they're also they have like bad mindset. Like women are.
Dude,
women
most of these relationships that we see, it's like a guy who's in his beta soy boy, and it's the woman who has more masculinity than femininity. So she's now having to be more masculine for him. He's being feminine for her. They're also both wearing masks and lying to themselves, which is like horrible for both people. And then like the man will go drink beer with his friends and act like he's like a man and be like, oh, I'm a alpha male, blah blah. And they'll like talk shit about their girl. Then the girl will be like, the boyfriend's not.
In the end of the night, they will call him, "Oh, come home."
Yeah, exactly. But then the girl will be talking to her girlfriends, being like, "I just wish I had a real fucking man." And it's like the saddest thing to watch.
It's very sad.
It's like you just want to develop yourself into the type of man who will never have to go through that. A man who stands in their truth. Like, number one, this is why our highest value is truth. That's why we get along so well. Because I'm not gonna tell a woman, oh, I'm monogamous and we're gonna fall in love and we're gonna get married and all, which most guys will fucking lie so much just so they can fuck the girl, and then they leave and they're just a loser. Right? I stand in my truth. You stand in your truth. The woman knows that I'm not monogamous, and she knows all of these different things about me, and she still wants to have sex. And it's actually better. And it's actually better because she's sleeping with a real man who can be standing in their truth and their mission, not this fake insecure man who can't even speak their own truth.
And in the end, after they spend time with you or with me, they will never go back to like this.
It's crazy.
Never go back. Anyways, thanks for that. Like, the last thing I want to talk about is like the social circle. Right? You're spending a lot of time with high quality men, high quality women. You gather this whole social circle around you with like top people, like top positioned people. Like, how did you do that? How did all this start? Like,
well, number one, it's who you become. So there's a couple different strategies, but it's like, number one, become the type of person who's learning more, developing themselves, becoming more yourself. Now, the second step is, now you have value. So now you go provide value to all these different people. And then when you provide value to them, they want to hang out with you more. Then you start to connect them with other people that are higher quality. And now you're building like a spider web of influence with all these people. So this person, you know, knows this person, knows that person, knows this person. They all talk about you, of how you connect with them. And this thing gets stronger and stronger and stronger. But it starts with you. Reading books, going to the gym, eating healthier, just doing things that are developing you, showing to yourself that you give a fuck about yourself. Because when you're not doing these things, you're literally saying, I don't care about myself. Right? And that's bullshit. If you want to show the universe that you deserve what you want, you should do things that make you deserve what you want. And that to me is so powerful. And then you can use things like technology, like Instagram and stuff. We talk about this. Use your story. Use these different amazing platforms we have to document your life and document your transformation and your journey. And then when you meet women, they start watching us. They're like, damn.
They want to be part of.
They want to be a part of this. They want to be around it. They want to be one of the characters. People will message me all the time. I love all your friends. I love all the people you hang around with. I love the characters in your life, basically. And it's like the show Seinfeld. It was the #1 show of all time because everyone got addicted to the characters. It was a show about nothing, but you got addicted to the characters, so you want to keep tuning in because you just love that dynamic. So be that type of person, but it's not going to just happen overnight. You just have to start thinking, how can I develop me?
So you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, right?
Completely, man. And that includes the audiobooks you listen to. Because right now, for someone who's watching this, if you don't have an awesome group of people around you, start putting audiobooks of amazing people and watching more videos like this and spend more time around this. Then take that knowledge and information and go to cooler places. And then those people are going to be like, damn, this person's pretty cool.
Exactly.
Like, this person's developing themselves. Like, I want to be around them. You don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to have all the money. You don't have to have all the beautiful women yet. But because someone sees you developing, that's what I care about.
Exactly. You're the average, right?
Yes.
So like, you don't have to be like as good as them or something.
No.
But they like when you're already learning, other people already seeing that you spend time like learning yourself.
Yeah.
They're already willing to spend time on you with you.
100%.
Man,
I spend time with lots of people who are not financially successful, but they're hungry. They want to learn. They're like, again, they've taken out that sword,
yes,
and they're ready. They're starting to battle. They get knocked down and they get back up. And I'm like, I see that happen enough times, and I'm like, I'm going to keep spending time with you because I know you're going to succeed.
Yes.
It's a law of the universe. Just like gravity, you drop something, it's going to drop every time.
It's freaking
One of the laws is evolution. And evolution comes through breaking through barriers. Everything around us, the trees, this, that, broke through enough barriers to still be here. 99.9% of all species are not on this planet because they couldn't survive, right? So it's about how can we thrive in these environments. Now we live in this whole new world where it's more complex, but the game is still the same. We want to survive and not get eaten. We want to be good. We want to have high social status, not have low social status. We want to achieve things and not fail. We want to replicate and not replicate. We want to have many women and not no women. These are the primal drives we have.
Yes.
And now in this new world, everyone's being confused and being fucked over from all angles. So it's like internet porn, sugary foods, the news media scaring the shit out of them. And from all angles, they're being hacked into their primal brains, and they're like stepping back and too scared to go out into this safe world because they think it's dangerous.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking true.
Man, this is like me and Anri's life, like jamming like this. And this is why when you start to develop yourself, you actually start to like create unbelievable friendships. You have amazing women around you. You have amazing high-level people around you, and it's just like, how can it get any better kind of thing, right? But if you were to talk to me 7 years ago about this, when I hadn't read any books, hadn't started doing any of this, I would have thought you were crazy talking about this kind of life. You know? So if someone could just, and if I had gotten mentorship the first 3 or 4 years versus like trying to do it all on my own, it would have taken me 3 or 4 years to do this instead of 6 years.
Exactly,
you know?
exactly.
So it's like, if someone could just see that,
Yeah,
spend your
mentorship is
money
so
on
damn
mentorship, because here's the thing. There's 2 ways you can spend your money. You could spend it long term and make all the trial and error and maybe never succeed, or you could spend it short term on somebody who's going to help you develop fast and avoid all of that time. It's just a collapsing of time.
You just pay for time.
You're paying for time, but not only time, you're paying for time, you're paying for more confidence, you're paying for less pain, because someone who goes through that 2 years of pain all by themselves or 3 years, most of them quit because it's too much.
Exactly.
So it's not just time, it's avoidance of all of that fucking pain.
And like choosing a right mentor is also damn important.
Hell yeah.
Like choose a mentor who lives the lifestyle you want to live.
Yeah,
choose a mentor.
Same in business for me. I don't just like go to Gary Vee. Gary Vee doesn't have my life.
Yes.
I want to be able to sometimes work 2-3 hours a day or less.
Yes.
And it still work for me and my business still make money. I don't need to own the jets, right? I want to travel around the world. I want to do these types of interviews. I want to meet people.
Billionaire.
That's not for me.
Billionaire, right?
It's just not for me. I would love it, sure, if someone gives me $1 billion, but that's not what I'm going for. I want a more balanced life. I want to experience the world. I want to bungee jump here.
Some people are just fucking sociopaths, you know? They like so rational on the numbers, on the facts, and on this.
And that's fine. If that's what makes them happy, awesome.
Yes, you know? But like, please, every day of the week, I would choose like a surfer who's like smiling all day and having fun some day. Every day of the week, I will choose him instead of a man who makes fucking millions a day, only working. And
how many of these guys have we met that have like no skills with women? You know, they have all the money, and then their best pickup line is to like pull them out to their car, and the woman's like, "You're a fucking loser."
Yeah, and
he'll become the beta bucks, and they'll literally just drain him
so bad
for all his money, and they won't even fuck him.
Use this Facebook pixel, use this leveraging his Facebook pixel.
Yeah, it's crazy how much we see behind the scenes of how girls use men, and then they get to have the pictures with this hot girl, so they get to look cool in front of their friends.
But maybe it helps. Sometimes it can help with marketing, though.
It helps with marketing.
Those girls make some money in the pocket as well.
Yeah, but that's only for the guys who are building like a personal brand. For the guys who are just building like a big business, and the girls just doing that, that's fucking so sad.
It is.
So yeah, bro, thank you.
Yeah, this was it already. Thank you so much for all your knowledge. Appreciate it. Don't leave me hanging. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching again. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe, and don't forget to turn the notification bell, because if I drop any video, you won't freaking miss it. Anyway, guys, if you have the feeling that you like walk on the street and you're afraid, and when you see that dream woman, when you see the awesome girl, you're afraid to talk with her, or maybe you talk with her, but it's all shit. Or maybe you go out and sometimes you get laid, but you have no idea how to keep and attract that woman, so she literally falls in love with you and literally develops to the woman like 10x. If you're getting stuck in that, if you're just getting stuck in your love life in general, like I made a free webinar where I talk about 5 secret alpha male traits, how you can attract the high quality woman, your dream woman, because there are so many soy boy beta guys out there, and when they already see that you have those traits, those simple traits, they will get already attracted. You become the 99% of the guys and 95% of the guys who attracts 5% of the women, just because your traits. And you can learn this like bam. After seeing the webinar, it's nothing like another webinar before when I'm gonna talk 1 to 2 hours selling you stuff. No, it's like 45 minutes of pure value. So the link's gonna be down below. Check it out if you want to see what the heck I'm doing in my free time, and sometimes have some fun with this Drago. Just follow me on Instagram, and his Instagram as well, where we can find people. All the links gonna be down below, how they can contact with you.
Yeah, man, just hit me up on Instagram or YouTube, Gavin Dantez, with a Z.
Gavin Dantez. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.
Peace.